tracks today.
Yeah. I need them bands, run it up fast, stuffing them shits in the safe. Got me a spot out the way, nigga just tryna be safe. Leaving the house with the glizzy, nigga.
Let's get to the sports talk.
Under center, but Will, what do you think? Do the Giants now have a bit of a quarterback controversy?
The Giants have a full-blown quarterback controversy.
Already?
Did you see it? Did you
I
hear
saw
Charlie?
The one series?
5 for 5, touchdown.
He was looking good.
He looked
It's
nice.
into it too?
What can you complain about as of right now?
Come on, Will. Tell me why.
Here's why the Giants have a quarterback controversy, Ryan. First of all, Daniel Jones looked amazing last night. And I get that life is about expectations. Set them low and aim high, and
Absolutely.
everybody's happy. But here's the deal. The Giants had a quarterback controversy before this even started, okay? 72% of the quarterbacks taken in the first round have started a minimum of 10 games since 2008. The number of guys that really didn't start their first year, their rookie year, that I can think of over that same time frame is what? One, it's Jake Locker. He is the only first-round rookie quarterback that didn't get a start. So let's set the standard first. This was a franchise that was toying with Eli Manning as it was. This is a franchise whose commitment to Eli Manning was already tenuous. And this was a franchise...
Yeah, like he had a good little first series. But at the same time, you got to see more from him before you say they have a controversy. Don't get me wrong, Giants going to go to that direction of going young. Because I do feel like Eli is holding them back for taking them steps. They do got a young, good running back, a good little, okay, wide receiver core. You just got to see more from him first. This is the first preseason game. You just got to see a little more before you say that. But he did look good in his first little preseason game. You know, it's going to be a time like the Giants do to have to start going young. Like, and look for a new direction because you got to see how this year going to go. If this year don't go right, what you going to do? You going to keep him as your starter and just continue just losing and losing? Or are you going to go young?
who, like every other franchise in the NFL, is going to have to start the first-round quarterback that they just drafted number 6 overall. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when Daniel Jones starts this year. And then we get this last night. And then we get this 5 for 5 with a touchdown.
5 for 5 changed the game.
It was a quarterback controversy before the game. Now, it's on. It's full-blown on.
Well, one, the reason it wasn't a quarterback controversy before the game is because everybody thought he would stink. Right? Before the game, when the draft pick was made, everyone was hard on Dave Gettleman. You could have gotten him later. You could have gotten a pass rusher with the 6th pick of the draft. So Josh Allen was still there, who eventually went to Jacksonville. So it was all these different things. And they're saying, you know what? Daniel Jones can't play. So this is a surprise to everyone because the bar was set so low that if he did anything that wasn't disastrous, we were going to say this was a success. And so I don't want to downplay what Daniel Jones was able to do. Daniel Jones hit the receivers that were open. He read the defense pre-snap and knew where things were going to happen and dropped the balls where they needed to be. But here's why it's not a controversy, because there's already a plan, right? I was a part of this organization in the offseason when Eli Manning was drafted and they had Kurt Warner. And eventually Eli Manning took Kurt Warner's spot when Kurt Warner had a winning record, because when they got him, they had a plan. Now, Daniel Jones helps them out, because he was going to play snaps this year. They understood that Eli couldn't do it. That's probably why on 3rd and 8 in Eli's one drive, we saw a draw. We don't want to see him do well. We want this outcry for Daniel Jones to start. And as the season goes along, and as Eli continues to Eli, as we've seen him do over the last 3 or 4 years, Daniel Jones will get his spot. But this isn't a situation where Daniel Jones is going to start week 1.
That's why I just said. They seeing it. All he been doing is not winning anymore. That's why they took him so high, Daniel Jones, because if Eli don't go through the season playing well, they're going to turn to the rookie. I feel like they do have a plan under their sleeve to go that route, because Eli is holding them way back. And it depends on how he played week 1 or through the 3 little games. He don't play well, they gonna go to the young quarterback.
This isn't a situation where there's going to be an open quarterback competition. There's a plan. They understand they can't ruin Daniel Jones, and you don't want to throw him out there to the wolves early, because this cover 3 and cover 2 that we saw Greg Williams sit back in last night. Oh, Jamal Adams will be on that line of scrimmage rushing at Daniel Jones. It'll be a little different.
RC, I suspect that Daniel Jones will not start week 1, but he will be starting within the first half of the season. And if there's a plan in New York, it's news to me, you, or anyone else. I've heard Gettleman talk about maybe it's not the Kansas City plan. Maybe it's the Green Bay plan. Maybe Daniel Jones will sit for years the way that Aaron Rodgers did behind Brett Favre. And like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
100%.
Daniel Jones just threw the first punch. Man, this right here is going to force the Giants to confront reality sooner than they ever wanted. I'm unconvinced they ever had a coherent plan that they were sticking to with some level of principle. I think they were making somewhat decisions ad hoc. You know, I have to do this. I want Saquon over Sam. That means I got to take Daniel in the next year. I don't think there was ever any 2-3 year plan that they were slowly unfolding for us rubes who couldn't grab it. But here's the thing. You talked about last night. Ryan, give me Kyler Murray's night, obviously Dwayne Haskins' night, which wasn't very nice. Daniel Jones's night, these kind of throws that I saw last night, and you got to tell me, I was extremely impressed. Set aside 5 for 5 in the touchdown. It's the kind of throws he was.
Like, you do still have to see how you gonna be against like the first team. When you play against the first team, it's a different animal. You do have to see that though, how he can handle this NFL faster game. You gotta see first. You can't say they have a controversy just yet. You gotta see how you gonna do against the first team first. Like, they want him to fail so they can prove the Giants why y'all take him that high. But if he can do it against the first team, he gonna prove people wrong.
Windows he was putting it into.
So the one window, there was over a yard of separation in all of these throws when you average them out, right? The one throw that I thought was a nice throw was into the cover 2 in the red zone where he hits the ball in the corner pocket. Other than that, these were one read throws that he could get out of his hand quickly. This play action opens up right across the middle to Latimer. That's an easy throw for an NFL quarterback. But you're right. The bar was set so low, we feel a certain way about Daniel Jones. I want you to watch the ball.
Look at that. That's the play you're talking about. That's the good. That's the good 17, 20-yard pass to Latimer that he runs off the play action. It's got some zip on the ball. It makes it over the defensive coverage.
My question to you is, Will, when you watch a ball come out of Kyler Murray's hand, and Daniel Jones, is it even remotely the same?
Kyler Murray had some amazing zip on the ball.
When you watch, even Dwayne Haskins, a guy you might not be high on.
How about how far the ball traveled downfield? Kyler, for all that we love, that thing was thrown shallow last night when Kyler was throwing the ball.
You are a prisoner of the moment. You live here. You're tired of seeing Eli ruin the franchise.
Oh, I'm a Cowboy fan. I got no use for this. There's no reason for me to pump this up.
When you watch Daniel Jones play, I just want you to pump the brakes. Now, if we see this in Game 3 and he's the starter of the...
Yeah, you gotta pump the brakes a little bit. Like, don't do it just yet. Because the NFL is a different breed. You do have to see what he gonna do against that first unit. Because the NFL is a faster game. Like, he do gonna have to learn, but you gotta let him take them bumps and bruises to know about the game. Don't do it just yet. Throw him in the fire just yet. You know, you might have to, the way Eli been playing for the last 3-4 years, but just don't do it just yet.
New York Giants in Game 3, and people are game planning, and they're coming after Daniel Jones, and he's having to go 1, 2, 3 in the progression. If he gets hit in the mouth, which you said that's what everybody has a plan, and it goes out of the window, then we get to see something different. But judging off of this week, you know what it says?
It's one series.
Because we were thinking disaster, right, or euphoria.
Yes.
Right, that's what Mike Tannenbaum talked about, disaster or euphoria. So it wasn't disaster, so it must be this.
Be clear, this is not an overreaction What I am saying to you today, telling you there's a quarterback controversy in New York, it's not an overreaction to one series in week 1 of the preseason. What Daniel Jones did last night was very impressive. However, the controversy was on before this. The controversy was on when they drafted him number 6 overall. In the NFL, that means Eli is on the clock. The controversy is on.
We know he's on the clock. He should have been on the clock 5 years ago.
But he wasn't, and now he is.
And a lot of people on social media.
Yeah, he's going to be on the clock this year. That's the main reason they drafted him so high. Because they see him for the last 5 years, Eli ain't been the same. Eli ain't been doing nothing for the Giants but keep him at the playoffs. They know they have a young core on that team, and they got to do something about it to take them to that next level. Just don't throw Daniel Jones in there so quick. Not just yet. You know, wait to see how Eli play. But you know how he gonna play. And he gonna probably end up playing probably like week 3, 4, maybe.
Last night, you know, as much hate as Daniel Jones has gotten, a lot of people already calling for him to be the starter this year for the Giants.
Because the only quarterback
Somebody on the internet said something?
The only quarterback people thought was worse than Daniel Jones coming into this year was Eli Manning.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.